Alright, y'all, today we talking Disneyland at Christmas time. Oh, the weather outside is weather. Let's roll that intro. Tommy Loves Stuff, where he talks about the things that he loves. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy back at you again with another video. Today, I'm going to be sharing a little vlog with you about my time at Disneyland during Christmas time of 2021. Now, in mid-November, my wife and we had scheduled a trip a while back, like a couple months ago, and we decided to go to Disneyland and do Christmas time, which is one of our favorite times to be there. Now, Christmas time at Disneyland is magical. If you haven't been, I suggest you try it at least once in your life. You know, as fun as Christmas is, it has that Disney magic. But my wife got a new job right before we were supposed to leave. And what ended up happening was she could work from home, but she had meetings and, training and stuff like that. So for half the day, she was stuck in the hotel doing her meetings. And that meant your boy got to go on a solo mission. Now, I've always wanted to try doing a solo Disney trip by myself. And as you will see, it wasn't everything I hoped it would be, but it was still a good time. And let's check out some of the videos. Now, I mentioned a lot in the videos how much I miss my wife because she wasn't there for most of the day. Now, take a drink every time I say that. Now, day one started off for me at Disneyland California Adventure. You have to get reservations and all that. And so I decided the first day we were going to start there. And so I went, let's check it out, the video. What's going on? It's your boy back here at Disneyland at California Adventures. Gonna soak up that holiday goodness. Can't wait to try some new foods. Little weird thing going on is executive producer wifey had a few work meetings she couldn't get out of. So, for the meantime, your boy is on a solo mission. First time ever, solo mission. California Adventures first, let's do it. Now, I got there hungry, you know what I'm saying? Ready to eat. And as we'll see, the stuff wasn't open, but I did check out something first. Now, the Avengers Campus is kind of small to me. I mean, it used to be a Bugs Land, and as you'll see in the video, they don't have very many shops, so they opened a supplemental shop close to Hollywoodland. If you haven't been there, it's by the Monsters, Inc. ride and stuff, and you know what? Let's just take a look and see how it was, because it was awesome. Alright, you got a sweet mural of the campus. If you haven't been down here, it's pretty cool. Used to be a Bugs Land or whatever. Got a bunch of different Avengers themed merchandise. Holiday Marvel stuff. You know your boy love Christmas. Gonna have to check that out soon. Got this Spider-Man Web Slingers merchandise. It's fairly empty here, which is awesome. And yeah, if I do buy anything on this trip, I'll do pickups at the end of the video. But yeah, I'm gonna get to it and check this place out. Pretty sweet. Lens flare, J.J. Abrams style, you know what I'm saying? Got a Guardians of the Galaxy keychain here. Looks like a mixtape with Groot and Rocket on it. Not the biggest Guardians fan, but this is pretty cool. Anyway, just checking it out. Yo, I'm happy to see this. They got comics here for sale. Your boy loves his comics, y'all know this. Yo, it's cool to see an X-Men in here. Colossus, and way out of my price range, so looky but don't touch it. You got Cyclops here. You got two of your boys' favorites in statue form, Cyclops and Wolverine himself. Way too expensive for me, but super cool that they're here at California Adventure. Gambit. Hell of expensive, but cool. Yo, they got X-Men stuff at California Adventures at Disneyland now. Now I know, I had way back in the day, I bought a Marvel keychain when they first bought Marvel. You know what? All they had was this keychain that's still attached to my keys hella years later. Wolverine's on there, but now they got a whole mess of X-Men stuff, as you'll see throughout this video. To quote a famous great actor, Tank from The Matrix, it's an exciting time. Let's keep going with them videos. All of California Adventure, at least the back half of Avengers Campus and Hollywoodland, had that sweet, sweet Marvel drip, 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 drip It was all marveled out. Even Chip and Dale, as you can see here, were dressed like Loki and Thor. Super cool. Which brings us to the Spider-Man stunt show. Now, I'd been to Avengers Campus for the first time back in September. It was cool, super cool, but we didn't get to see the Spider-Man stunt show. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a whole thing before Spider-Man does his meet and greet with the people that he goes on the roof, does some flips, and like there's this new thing where it looks like they catapult him up and he swings from a web. I've seen videos of it. Y'all probably seen videos of it, and it looked awesome. But then I got there. Check it out.
Campus. Hey, what's going on, guys? Oh, me? Ah, you know, just spider stuff. Time for some field testing. Hey, could you record it for me? Tag me later. Hey, Sharon, let's do an altitude test with the new improvements.
Great, Spider-Man. Logging altitude test number 135.
Alright, first time watching the Spider-Man show, and nothing happened. He just didn't do anything. Just came out and waved, and yeah, that was disappointing. Ah, well, maybe next time. That's right, nothing happened! Disappointing, to say the least. I waited there for like 20-something minutes, and stood among strangers who were not wearing their mask, and yeah, I mean, you don't have to wear it outside and all, but, you know, I'm hesitant, to be honest, you know, to say the most, to say the least. But he didn't do nothing. He just came out. He didn't even swing down the thing like I've seen in videos. Like the robot goes down the wall and then he comes out like, hey, all he did was come out and be like, po body's nerfed. I didn't, to be honest with you, really feel like getting on that many rides. Like, some about being there by myself, without my wife, did not make riding with a complete stranger after waiting, an hour and a half in Toy Story Midway Mania that appealing. One thing I decided to do was, for some reason, visit every shop that California had to offer, California Adventure, and then walk around, get some food. Now, at this point, I had been in the park. Well, take a look. I gotta admit, for years, I wanted to take a solo trip by myself, just to see what Disneyland was like, without anybody with you. And, I've been here just a little bit, and I gotta say, I hella miss my wife. She's my favorite person to go to Disneyland with, and she's my favorite person in the universe, so miss an executive producer wifey. But I am hungry, so let's get some food. Now, at this point in my journey, I was starting to get real hungry, but nothing was open. Like, I don't know why they open at 8 and then don't, like, besides the Starbucks and, like, a churro, as you'll see in this video, nothing was open till, like, 10:30, 11. Like, what's up with that? All right, y'all, it's about 10:30, and I've been here, like, a half hour or something like that, and none of the food places are open yet. I think they open, I asked someone, and they said about 11:30. Like, come on, y'all. I mean, there's the churro cart open, but that had a huge line. And I think a corn dog place had a huge line. But that's snack hungry, and your boy hungry. I'm trying to get some food. I saw this place here that got pozole, so maybe I'll get a bowl of that. But we'll see. I'm going to keep walking around, and hopefully these food places open up, because I'm starving. All right, walking all around California Adventures was a fun time. Doing the whole solo thing or whatever. But as you can see here, the World of Color looked trashed, yo. Like, I guess they didn't keep up maintenance during the pandemic. I mean, who was there? But it looks like they have to rebuild it kind of from the ground up. At least that's what I've heard. As you can see here, it was weird just seeing one dude walk around in that huge, empty space. But hopefully it comes back soon. World of Color is not my favorite. I'm more of a Phantasmic guy. I'm old school like that. But as you can see, it's going to take a while to rebuild, y'all. Finally, after all that time waiting, all that walking around, the restaurants finally opened. And I went for the shortest line because the mobile order, like a lot of stuff you have to mobile order now if you haven't been to the parks in a while. And I think mobile order is cool. If I'm standing in line at a ride and I'm feeling a bit, I feel like I need a little snack after we get out of here, it's cool to just mobile order it then. And then hopefully you don't have to wait long for your time. But I decided to mobile order some food because I was starving. All right, y'all. See, I got here some food finally. Got the pot stickers and some wings. Now, I know you're thinking, Tommy, this looks like snack food, but no. These are some good side dishes. I'm getting ready to tear it up. I'm hungry as heck. All right, y'all. I guess I was so hungry I forgot to hit record because I don't know why the pot sticker review part did not record. But yeah, so it was good. It was crunchy. You know, I like pot stickers, so it was about a 7.5 out of 10. But let's get on to the other one. Now we're gonna go with the wings. Boy, a big fan of wings. I think I'll well establish this. We got tangy sauce, a little bit spicy, messy. Should have got a napkin. Anyway, 2 for 2. All right, now we were at the midday point, and I was starting to get tired. You know, I decided to go back to the hotel to check on, see how my wife was doing, bring her some lunch. Good husband, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, so that's what I did. Hung out with her a bit, and then she finally finished her work. And yeah, we got to go to the park together, and we decided to try our first churro of the trip, and let's check it out, see how that went. All right, y'all, I'm about to try the chocolate cherry churro. It's a regular churro with, you know, cookie dust, chocolate chips, and cherry sauce. Oh, damn. Our cherry sauce gives it a little bit of tanginess, tartness. The chocolate's on point. 2 bites. First churro of the day, of the trip, is bomb. Yo, that churro was off the hook. Like, definitely recommended. I loved it. You know, maybe it was the fact that I got to have it with my wife after being by myself all day that made it so much sweeter. But yeah, hella good. Now finally, after all day, we decided to finally get on a ride. And we went on Spider-Man Web Slingers. Now the video I'm going to show you right now is from earlier in the day. And the Web Slingers line went to standby. It used to be just a virtual queue. But started standby not too long before when we went. And it was off the chain busy. As you can see here, the line for the Web Slingers Spider-Man ride is absolutely insane. And I ain't going on it without executive producer wifey, who I miss. Have I mentioned that in this video yet? Like, it was like at least 2-hour wait, you know, and by the end of the day, when we got on, it was about an hour and some change, so not too bad. I enjoy that ride, and it's fun. It's a little short to me, to be honest with you. I mean, I know they're working with confined space. That used to be it's tough to be a bug theater, I think. Maybe a little bit extra. But yeah, it's a fun ride, and, you know, doing that thing, you know, is cool with your, you know, virtual webs or whatever. And yeah, the store that they have across the street from it is super tiny, and so, like, I don't get claustrophobic, but I don't like being in there because I'm a big guy, and so people bump into me and stuff like that. So I just kind of passed by there, and there's nothing really for me there. But yeah, I enjoyed the ride, and it was cool. And, you know, I definitely like it. It's no Rise of the Resistance, but I definitely like it. Dinner time rolls around, and we hungry. So we decided to get some Mexican food in California Adventure. We got tacos de birria. You know, excuse my accent if it messed up, but we had to wait a long time for that food. Like, the line was long, but we decided to mobile order, and even then it was like at least an hour and a half wait. So we just took it easy, chilled, hung out. And then when we got it, it was 2 little tacos, greasy and overpriced. I did not like it. It might be one of the worst things I've had this trip, let alone in Disneyland. You know what I'm saying? Do better. I know this is like the, you know, buzz food right now that people are loving and putting on their social media and stuff, but it just wasn't for me. I've had way better food there. Bring back the chicken. That was great there. And that was the end of day 1. So tomorrow, we're waking up early. Wifey going back to the office at the hotel. And your boy headed to Disneyland. So day 2 starts now. At Disneyland, I decided to try a ride by myself. And it was an interesting experience. I'll talk about it in a little bit. But I knew what ride I had to get on. And that is my all-time favorite ride, Star Tours. Let's check it out. All right, day 2. Just got in the park. Still doing the solo thing while wifey does her work thing. I miss her so much. But we got to spend the afternoon, second half of the Disney day yesterday together, and we'll do so soon. First things first, besides the bathroom, gonna get some food, because I'm hecka hungry. So let's get it going, y'all. here in my favorite ride, Star Tours, and I can't wait to get on. I've loved this ride since the OG version when I was 6 years old, back in the 80s, way back in the day. Yeah, can't wait, first ride of the day. Yeah, to recap, maybe it was hard to hear inside there, but Star Tours has been my favorite ride at Disneyland since I was like 6 years old, and I'm talking about the OG 80s version. This version's really cool. Had a great time on it. It was the first time riding a ride kind of by myself since I was like a little kid, or like, you know, 10, 11 or something, when my mom used to bring me. And she would get motion sickness on the ride, so she would never ride them, so I had to go by myself. But yeah, it was interesting. Like I said, I miss my wife, but yeah, good times, and I'm hungry, so let's get some more food. Got a corn dog from Little Red Wagon here at Disneyland, as is tradition, and not a bad day to spend the day before your birthday. All the times I've been to Disneyland, and I watch a few Disneyland YouTube shows, I've never seen anyone filming in the park. That is until this trip. That's when I saw Provost Park Pass. The dude was, you know, in his costume and stuff. I don't know what he was filming, but he did give me a shout out, and it's a good channel, so definitely go check it out. Also check out Ordinary Adventures, they're bomb too. Yeah, so Provost Park Pass, shout out. Nice, thanks for you taking a picture with me. They had a few things left over from Halloween, to be honest, especially in New Orleans Square, and one of them was the loaded fries at the Hungry Bear restaurant. Now this was just okay, to be honest with you. I tried it and it tasted like something maybe at Carl's Jr. So it had like a weak cheese sauce, but it came in like a little doggy dish that you could take with you, like a Zero Nightmare Before Christmas doggy dish, and it was alright. Like a 4 out of 10. Now let's go 5, because they get to keep the dish. Now I didn't eat alone there. At this point, my wife's family has joined us on the trip, and the first day that I was there, they were at a different park than me, and they were kind of doing stuff with my niece. She's 6, so they were like a lot of Fantasyland, a lot of stuff like that, kind of wandering around. So I joined them sporadically, but I also kind of did my own thing filming for this vlog, which was cool. But shout out to them. I did have a great time with them. When I couldn't spend time with my wife, it's great to spend time with family. All right, the corn dog was bomb, as I knew it would be, but let's keep this snack train a-rolling, shall we? It's me and Sprite 2D2. That's cool. One of the things going on during the days we were there was they were actually filming for the Disney Holiday Parade. Now, A Small World, which has been having trouble this season because of, I think, like a busted water pipe or something, it wasn't running, but they set up a stage in front of it anyway, and that's where Gwen Stefani was actually performing a few holiday songs she was lip-syncing. And I got to see her, and it was cool. I'm not the biggest Gwen Stefani fan, which is to say I'm not really a fan at all. But, I mean, if you're a fan of her music, it was probably awesome to see her. I know one year they had Stevie Wonder there. Now, I would have loved to have been there for that. But, you know, it was still cool that they're filming the holiday parade. Unique experience. Now, more snacks. I was lacking in the snacking, you know what I'm saying? So I decided to try something different. Something that you don't normally get at Disneyland. So I went to the Matterhorn area where they were selling chimichangas and buttered corn, y'all. That's right. Weird combo that I kind of regretted later, but let's check out that video and see what I thought, because it was... All right, y'all. Got some corn, butter corn, and a chimichanga that I got from Fantasyland. Had to walk all the way to Tomorrowland to get a table to eat it. Well, hopefully it's good. We'll check it out. All right, got chimichanga here. A few times ago when I was at Disneyland, the first time I ever had a chimichanga, to be honest with you, like my brother Freddie was supposed to meet me here, and my sister-in-law, niece and nephew, me and my wife, but they were late, and I was starving, so I got one, and yeah, it was all right. This is kind of more, that was more meaty. This one's kind of more bean and cheese, but still, pretty good. If I have to rate it, like 7 out of 10. Let's get to that corn. Big old ear of corn here, so should taste like corn with butter. Wow, that is super buttery. 2 bites. 8.5 out of 10. That was good. You know, I mentioned this before, but the mask policy was really lax. Like, just for me, I know you don't have to wear it outdoors in California, but I get nervous in the best of times when people aren't wearing their mask. Not a lot of people wearing masks, and it's low-key freaking me out, but I'm gonna keep on keeping on. And as I was waiting to ride the train, these people were so close to me, and a lady, you know what? As you can see here, I'm putting up their pictures, making them famous, these jerks. This lady coughed on the back of me. I could feel her breath hit the back of my neck. Nah, that's messed up. Make you famous, you jerks. Now it's dark, and my wife joins us at Rise of the Resistance. It's my wife and our family, everybody together. Finally, we get on Rise of the Resistance, and as you could tell, I was just a little bit excited.
Engage repulsors and hold on, recruits. All ships launch.
A great ride, fantastic. I'll put a link to my last Disney vlog, the one where I got food poisoning. And, so you can see my reaction of riding it the first time, but it's still incredible. It has jumped to one of my favorite rides in the park. And yeah, I cannot say enough good stuff about this. If you ride one ride at Disneyland, make it Star Tours, but also make it Rise of the Resistance and Pirates of the Caribbean and the Haunted Mansion. You know what I'm saying? Ride them all. If you can only ride one, ride those 4 or 5. I lost count. Ride them. Dinner time rolls around, and as is tradition, the Little Red Wagon corn dog I gotta get while I'm on a trip, and if possible, I'd love to get the fried chicken at the Plaza Cafe. Now, it is incredible. You know, as a fried chicken connoisseur, that's what I'm gonna call myself. It was fantastic usually. However, this trip, my chicken was a little pink. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it looks delicious, but when I bit into it, it was a little bit pink. As someone who's always paranoid, especially after the last trip about food poisoning at Disneyland, I was a little disappointed with this one. And usually it's great. This time it was just okay. But we did get a great seat for the fireworks show, and we got to watch that. It was incredible. I got to see my wife, sit there with my niece, and they had a great time. Everybody had a great time, and it was so cool being there. So the chicken wasn't great, but we were making a memory just sitting there, being together as a family. That brought us to the end of day 2. Now, day 3 was actually our last day in the park and my birthday. So let's get to that right now. New day, new shirt. All right, last day in the park. It's my birthday. So still doing the solo thing. Gonna eat some good food, ride the train, have a good time. November 18th, 2021. My birthday. 41 years old. Now, I know what you're saying. Your boy don't look 41, right? Leave in the comments them compliments. Anyways. November 18th is also Mickey Mouse's birthday. Same day, 2 legends, am I right? As that's the day that Steamboat Willie came out, I believe, and so they consider that Mickey's birthday. So on that day, they were handing out these birthday buttons for Mickey and Minnie. I guess it's Minnie's birthday too, because she was in the cartoon, right? So that was cool walking in. I've never done Disneyland on my birthday, which was awesome. I did miss my wife, and like I said, take a drink every time I say that in a video. I missed my wife. I missed my wife so much. Now, in Tomorrowland, I decided to try the pink coconut churro. Now, this came with the marshmallow dipping sauce. And let me tell you, filming the review was no easy task, as I was about to start it, and the Disneyland band literally came up behind me. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike for this, but let's check out that video. Guess I gotta wait till this is done. When you're trying to film your review and a band breaks out right as you're about to talk. Now, I filmed a few times in where the Matterhorn is, and as you could hear the whoo, it's not like ghosts around or anything. That was like you're supposed to be in the caves and whatnot. Anyway, let's get to that second part of the review for the pink coconut churro. Right, y'all, I had to move locations from where Star Wars Launch Bay is to right by the Matterhorn here, so you hear like the whoo, like the Alps. Well, we got the pink coconut churro here from Tomorrowland. Go and give it a bite. It's very messy, and yeah. Okay. Good churro crunch. So it's a fresh one, and you get subtle, like, you know, burnt coconut, kind of toasted coconut rather. It's pink, so that's fun. It also comes with a dipping sauce. It comes with a marshmallow dipping sauce here, so we gonna give it a try with that. The marshmallow dipping sauce is by far super messy. Like, this is the messiest food I have had since I've been in Disneyland. You know, just trying to pick it up and eat with the marshmallow dipping sauce was not gonna happen. I'm covered in pink coconut sugar. And yeah, this marshmallow dipping sauce, it was good. But yeah, messy. So I gotta knock points off for that. So it's a 7 out of 10. It was looking like a 9 at first, but I might have to go to the hotel and change clothes, y'all. That's how messy it is. Why do I always forget napkins? It's starting to be a problem. Needed napkins the whole trip. Should have just carried them with me. Gotta say, on the last day, it's been not as crowded. I mean, it's a Thursday. It's really overcast, kind of muggy. But it's cool, I like it. Like, you know, it's been pretty chill so far. Having a good day. Miss my wife, though. I decided, what do I want to do most during my birthday? And that's hang out with my wife. So I took the bus back, which was empty, back to our hotel, and decided to hang out with her till she finished her work. When she did, we both went back to the park together, and we decided to try a leftover from Life Day from Star Wars Land, or Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and we tried a special Macaron. You know what? Let's take a look at that video. Got a special Star Wars Macaron for Life Day. They still got it here in Batu, Star Wars Galaxy, Star Wars Land. Let's do it. It was sweet. Got some black sesame in there. I already did the first bite off camera because I couldn't wait. But yeah, incredibly good. Come here and check this out if you're around Life Day. Happy Life Day. California Adventure, they had the Festival of Holidays, which is a bunch of food booths that are along the main area where you walk. Now, I know they didn't do anything for 2020 because of the pandemic and all that, but this year in 2021, I was a little underwhelmed. Like, maybe they didn't line up anything because they didn't know if they were going to do it or not. You did get this passport that was around there, and it has like a bunch of the different foods that you could check out. And I gotta say, a lot of the booths did not sound appealing to me. Like, I don't know, it just didn't jump out to me as something I really needed to try, except one booth, the Holiday Duets, where they had pork belly and they had shrimp and grits. And you know what? The audio and video is a little off because it's really dark and I was standing behind a light, but hopefully you get it. Let's check out that video in my review. All right, Holiday Duets, the booth I wanted to visit the most. First up, we got the pork belly adobo. Sir. All right, so it's got a little bit of crispiness. Let's get a bite of that pork belly. Yo. One bite in, this might be the best thing I've had this whole trip. Hard to see here because it's nighttime, California Adventures. But we also got the shrimp and grits. Let's give that a taste. The grits are creamy. The shrimp is cooked, is well seasoned, is bomb. The pork bellies I probably like a little bit better. The shrimp and grits ain't no joke, y'all. All right, dinner time came around, and you know, that food duets was just a snack, you know what I'm saying? So dinner time, I remember earlier in the video, if you recall, I talked about getting some pozole. It didn't open until way later. By then I had already gotten hungry and got something else. So I was gonna get me that bowl of pozole and see how it was. And let me say, I took a picture of it, didn't film a review because I was that hungry, but it was really good. You know, it could have used a little bit more salt, it could have used a little bit more seasoning, but even a watered down pozole is good pozole. I enjoyed it. They gave you a pretty good portion. It was a decent sized bowl, and I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna go 8 out of 10 on that one. Could be because I was hella hungry, but it could be just because it was hella good. Know what I mean? I didn't pick up too much while I was at Disneyland during this trip. a lot of the holiday stuff wasn't great to me. Like, it just seemed kind of patched together, thrown together. Like, oh, we used to sell a Spirit jersey in blue, now we're gonna sell it in red. You know, that kind of thing. Like, I wasn't, like I said, I was underwhelmed by a lot of the stuff that they had out there. Maybe they just threw it together last minute, not knowing if they're going to do Christmas this year with the way the world is. I don't know. I don't know the whole story. I only picked up one thing, and you saw it on the video earlier. That's right. It is the Cyclops Fig Pin. This is the first Fig Pin that I've ever bought. I just wanted to say I got an X-Men pin at Disneyland California Adventures because that is so awesome to me. If you look at the channel, if this is your first time watching, I do a show called Tommy Reads X-Men where I do exactly that, reading through each issue of X-Men. So please check that out in our playlist. But yeah, great pickup. Wasn't it all that pricey compared to how it is at like a Foot Locker or like a comic book store or something like that? It was comparable, so I decided to pull the trigger. Got me Cyclops. Cyclops is one of my favorite X-Men. This is his like X-Men animated series look, 90s Jim Lee badassness and awesomeness. And yeah, so I was definitely happy with that. There was a bunch of other stuff that I picked up outside of Disneyland because, like I said, it was my birthday weekend. And I did a whole kind of vlog thing of going around LA, comic book stores, video game stores, on the hunt for Pokemon. But we're going to have to check that out in the next video. And I'm definitely looking forward to that. And if you like what you see or are mildly entertained, please like and subscribe down here. Hit that bell notification in the corner. I'll know exactly where it's at. And do your boy a solid. Help spread the word about the Tommy Love Stuff channel. YouTube's best kept secret. Got a lot of great stuff on the channel. We got another Disney vlog on here. Only 2 of them so far. We got Tommy Reads X-Men. If you like food reviews, check out the ChubCon playlist. And like I said, we got a lot of great videos. Got that LA vlog coming up real soon. Hopefully it'll be on the channel a little bit after you watch this, or it's already on there, depending on when you watch this. Anyway, thank you for watching and let me entertain you. If this is your first time watching, I appreciate you. If this is your 50th time watching, I appreciate you just as much. Later. I mean, just some final thoughts. All in all, Disneyland at holidays and during Christmas time is my favorite time to go. I mean, it's just something special about it that you can't get anywhere else. If you know, you know. If you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. Like I said, it was the merchandise wasn't great this year. I was, left wanting, but the food was all right too. I mean, they could have done better with the holiday stuff, but being there with my wife when I could be there with her is the best time, as it always is anywhere we go. Being with our family was cool. I had a great time with them. And yeah, like I said, if you've been following this video and have been taking a drink every time I said I miss my wife in one of the segments, you about to have fun now. I miss my wife. I missed my wife. I missed my wife. And this video just got a heck of a lot funnier. Later. You know what? Let's get to them bloopers. I saw this place here. It's got supposed to 1, 2, 1. A leaf fell and hit me. Yep, that just happened. Anyway, super buttery. Save me some of that corn. Save me some of that corn for later. 2 bites. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. I mean, just some final thoughts. Why do I always forget napkins? When you're trying to film your review and a band breaks out right as you're about to talk. 2, 1. We out.